Hey guys, what's going on? Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be refinishing a wheel using PlastiDip. The wheel right now that we have is scuffed up, dirty, scratched, dinged, and it doesn't look too good. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be getting the wheel right behind me, the silver wheel, and we're going to be using PlastiDip, and we're going to make it metallic silver, similar to the way it is. So it's going to have a stock look, but it's going to be refinished and looks good for a very cheap price. So as you guys can see, there's scratches, dings, scuffs, and marks on the surface of this wheel. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to get rid of all that and make it look shiny and new by using PlastiDip. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our PlastiDip. Now you can choose whatever color you want, red, pink, gold. What we're going to be using today is silver. So the wheel right now is silver and scuffed, and we're going to be using a silver PlastiDip to make it look like it's new. So first step is to shake the can up. And once that's done, you can start spraying. Now the first coat, what you're going to want to do is you want to go light. You're just going to be misting on the PlastiDip on the surface. So light mist for the first and second coat, and then after that you can start going thicker for your layers of protection. Before you start dipping, you're going to want to first choose if you want your center cap dipped or not. I'm not going to dip it, so I'm just going to get this and put it aside, and I'm going to put it back on after all the coats and everything are dry. So we can start dipping. So you're first going to do a test shot on the side to make sure you have a good fan pattern, and then you're just going to start misting on the PlastiDip on the surface. Now it's very important to make sure you go light for the first couple coats, and the reason why is you want a nice thin layer for the next layers to adhere to. So if you go thick the first time, you're going to have lots of runs and it's going to look like crap. So just mist it on, nothing too thick. If you can, try and get some of the cracks and crevices of the wheel, so the next layers that you're going to put on are going to be easy to apply. So again, not too thick, and you're going to have a finish similar to this after you've done the first coat. After you let the first coat dry for about 10 minutes, what you're going to do is you're going to go back and you're going to hit it with a second coat. So shake the can up a bit, take a test shot. And after you notice that it looks good, you can start spraying again. Now for the second coat, you want to make sure that you try and get more of those little areas that were hard to reach that you couldn't get in the first coat. So what I'm talking about is like the little areas in between the spokes, like the lip, if you weren't able to hit that, and inside the lugs. Now after the second coat, you can really see that it's a darker silver. Now the color of this can is aluminum, and I bought it from dipyourcar.com. This color you can only get from them, and I think it's looking good so far. So we're going to let this dry for another 10 minutes, and we're going to come back and hit it with another coat. If you guys are as crazy as I am with details and everything, what you're going to want to do now is once this thing is dry, once the face is dried, what you're going to do is you're going to lift up the wheel, and you're going to start dipping the barrel of the wheel and get the inside. What that's going to do is it's going to give perfect coverage over the entire wheel, and there's not going to be any difference of colors anywhere you look. So after you're finished with this, what you can do is you can pick up the wheel and lay it down and let it dry. Now the way the wheel is right now, it looks great. It looks a lot better than the way it did, but the one difference between this and stock is the finish. Now a stock wheel is going to have a gloss finish. Right now with the PlastiDip, it's matte. So to change that, you can do one of two things. You can add a layer of glossifier, or you can add a layer of metalizer. What we're going to be doing now is we're going to be applying our PlastiDip metalizer on top of this regular matte finish. So what this is going to do, it's going to give it a nice shimmer, a nice gloss, similar to what a metallic kind of finish would look like. So, just like we did with the first coats of PlastiDip, you're going to do light coats at first, and then you're going to go to one thicker, but not too thick because the stuff is thin so it'll run, one thicker final coat. So to get started, shake up the can, and then start spraying. So we're gonna let this dry for about 10-15 minutes, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna spray with another coat. So guys, the first coat is let to dry, and right now it's got a little shimmer to it. It looks kind of glittery and glossy, and that's the look that we're going for. So I'm gonna go down and spray another coat. Shake the can up, and you can start spraying again. Now don't forget, after every time you put the can down, you wanna make sure you can throw down at least 1 or 2 test shots to see if the fan pattern is good. So you guys just saw for yourself, you can go from an ugly looking scratched up wheel to this, an OEM looking wheel, just by using 2 products. Regular PlastiDip and a metalizer on top. I'm gonna get the camera in, take a couple shots, and I'm gonna show you how well this finish turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like what you see and you want to see more, don't forget to click that subscribe button. And again, thanks for watching. Let it roll!